own washing soda, and washing soda is made with 1 cup of baking soda, and you bake it in the oven to change the composition of the baking soda. I already kind of showed you guys how I like to make my own washing soda, mainly because I'm a cheapskate, and it's scientifically proven that you can turn baking soda into washing soda if you bake it. So normally I bake it for an hour at 275, but I didn't have time today, so I baked it for 30 minutes at 450. And it's done, ready to go in the oven. So here are our ingredients. We have 1 cup of baking soda, a bar of zote or whatever laundry bar you want to use. We have OxyClean, but once again, I'm frugal living, so I spend, well, it used to be $1, now it's $1.25 at Dollar Tree. A box of borax, you need 1 cup of that. And I'm experimenting today, and so through my experimentation, I have taken some lavender and I steeped it in some water, and we are going to put it in our laundry soap, so hopefully that'll work. And then we have our 5-gallon bucket to put our finished product in. Here is the lavender that I steeped in the water, and I am eventually going to strain that because we don't want any of the leaves inside the laundry soap. So like I said, I strained the lavender water, and to get us started we need 4 cups of water. So we're going to take 4 cups of water and we're going to pour it into a pan and get the party started. So we just take our 4 cups of water and we pour it into this pan, and we kind of start bringing that to a boil. And while we're waiting for it to come to a boil, I start just chopping this into pieces. And so I'm going to go ahead and chop this up. So while the water is boiling, and once the water's started boiling, I'm going to start slowly putting the soap into the water. I also want you guys to know that there will be affiliate links in the description of this video, so you guys can go to Amazon and purchase these items with ease and have them delivered directly to your door. Plus, it helps out United Souls Fellowship to be able to continue doing our fun ministry stuff and having a great time here in our world. Okay, so yeah, as you guys can see, I've cut it into slices, and but I want you guys to know, when you guys start making soap, you want to make it in a well-ventilated area, because the smell is so strong. It's got a good smell, but it's strong, and you don't want that just like pouring into your atmosphere and causing like your pet's lungs or little babies to feel uncomfortable. So today, by the way, is Ladies Crafting Day for United Souls. So today for Ladies Crafting Day, we are making laundry soap. And one of the ladies actually said, "Ooh, that looks so edible. So do not eat this. It's not good, but it does look delightful, doesn't it?" So I was actually sharing with the ladies here that this 5-gallon bucket is 5 gallons of concentrate. So when we get done, we're actually going to end up with 10 gallons of laundry soap. We are a family of 4, and our family size fluctuates from 4 to 6 or 7. We have a total of 11 living children. All of them are adults except for the 2 that you guys normally see in our videos. Depending on where you guys choose to purchase these things from, your large baking soda, you know, you can get the smaller bag. But this, I think, is like less than $6. I think that the borax is less than $10. I buy this stuff so far in advance. It makes so many batches of laundry soap that the price probably has changed. This is like, when I originally bought it, $1 at Dollar Tree, but I think if you were to buy like the name brand OxyClean, it's probably less than $5 or $6. I don't quite remember how much the lavender was, but it's really not that much. The bar of soap, I think, was $2. So you're spending less than $30, even if you go like full name brand on everything, less than $30. And I make laundry soap for our size family like maybe once a year, like at most once every 8 months. And so, and you have to think, you're spending less than $30 for all of this stuff, and this box of borax, you only need a cup of baking soda, cup of borax, and in the oven we have our cup of washing soda, and hold on, pause, and so a bar of soap. So, like this bag of baking soda, you need 1 cup out of this 15-pound bag. Like, you're gonna get plenty of laundry soap options. You need 1 cup out of this 4-pound box of borax, you know. And if you don't want to be a cheapskate like me and buy the box of Arm & Hammer washing soda or whatever washing soda brand you choose, I mean, I really think it's like less than $5, okay? And it's like comes in a little box like that. But I'll share affiliate links in the description for those too. And really, you're spending less than $30. And some of this stuff, like besides the soap and the OxyClean, you're going to reuse that over and over and over again. And this is cheap. These 2 things are like the cheapest thing. So really, if you have to make it more than once a year, you're spending $4 for your next batch of laundry detergent because you already have everything you need. The water is coming to a good simmer, and I couldn't find my big metal spoon. I personally like to use like the stainless steel pan, stainless steel spoon. If you're using like a non-stick surface, you have to expect your soap to kind of like seep into that. So find something, you know, if you have to go to the thrift store, get yourself a cheap pan or whatever to save your good cooking utensils. So I also want to let you guys know that this gets really hot. And I remember one time I was on my way to church, and we were having like a revival meeting, and I was in a hurry trying to make my batch of laundry soap. And the 9-year-old that you see in our video, she was like a baby. She was probably like 3 months old or something like that. And I was stirring the soap, and it was like I was stirring it to get it to melt, and it splattered up on me, and I burnt my chest. And so I ended up with like in between 2 and 3 degree burns. So this is no joke. When you do this, you really want to be slow, okay? So I'm just gonna add a couple different cubes at a time. And the water, like the soap doesn't hurt you. I mean, we're gonna put it in our clothes. And I use tap water, you guys, because what comes out of your washing machine, there's no need to like get all expensive and buy bottled water to make your laundry soap. Because what comes out of your washing machine is definitely tap water. And I think even if you have like a whole home water system, you can still probably just only have tap water come out. Let me rinse my hands off real quick, and we'll be right back with you. Okay, so if you guys take a look at this, we've poured the little cubes of soap in here. And you see, like, at first they were kind of like swelling up, and now they're slowly dissolving. So you just want to be slow as you're stirring it, and they're going to stick together. It's okay. It's no big deal. And it's eventually just going to dissolve and become one big little liquid thing. But that's why we only use 4 cups of water, because the more water, the longer it takes for everything to dissolve and all of that. And you're going to end up filling the rest of your 5-gallon bucket with the rest of the water. So don't worry about that. But after we get this near dissolving point, we will show you what the next steps are. You guys can see it's just quite dissolved, but you see how it's like kind of sticking together. So what I did, I just let it sit for like, I think probably about 5 minutes, and then I came back to it twice in this time frame. And you just kind of scrape it a little bit because it sticks to the bottom of the pan, and you don't want to splatter it because you see how it comes up around the side. And so you want to make sure that it's not getting splattered too much on the side of the pan or anything. And when we get closer to it being fully dissolved, we will be back and we will show you guys the next steps. Also, you see how that spoon kind of gets jelly? You just like let it sit in this water for a little bit, and it eventually just melts off. And this is going to be loud, fair warning, but you can just tap it a little bit and it just melts off after you let it sit in the water for a little bit. So you see that it's getting kind of foamy and everything, and so I turned the heat from high to like, well, we have a gas stove, so I have it on 3. And like I said, you want to be slow, you want to be in a hurry, you know, and then watch it like splatter up on you and burn yourself. It's like dealing with hot oil, you know, if you're like a person who fries things or whatever. And then just make sure you scrape the bottom of your pan. Ow. Yeah, watch the side of the pan. But it just hurt for a second. And so this is the time where you kind of have to stay on it and keep stirring until it's all broke up. So I did have to add like another cup of water because I had the flame up too high for too long, and so it got really jelly. And so now we're nearing the end of this getting fully dissolved. You see how foamy it gets? It's so cool. We have our puppy outside, which at some point you guys will be able to see her. She is so beautiful. A little mini golden doodle, and the kids are just in love with their new sister. But with that said, we're gonna let this simmer down a little bit more, let the gel dissolve just a little bit more, and then start our finishing touches. We've kind of filled it like a quarter of the way with hot water. We've added our washing soda, which I pulled out of the oven, and I cooked 1 cup of baking soda on this pan at 450 degrees for 30 minutes. I was in a hurry because ladies crafting started at 1, so I cooked it for 30 minutes instead of for an hour at 275. So I kind of just stir that until it dissolves. And then we have our handy dandy off-brand OxyClean, but if you like regular OxyClean, go ahead and get it. And you just kind of stir that in at the same time. We only did, it's dusty. Sorry. We only did a quarter of the way, little over a quarter of the way, because you see how it like splatters up when you're stirring and stuff. You want to have room for mixing these good things together, okay? And so as we're stirring it, we're getting it ready to go. And I think my borax got a little moisture in it, so it's a little chunky, but that's okay. And then we are going to take this pan. See how foamy that is? That is so cool. Excuse our messy kitchen. We are a real life family that makes messes. So, just want you guys to see that pouring in. I'm a little nervous. I don't want it to splatter up on you. But just kind of scrape the sides. Scrape everything. Now when you go to wash your pan, you just want to add really hot water to it. A lot of times I'll just fill it to the top and boil it on the stove to kind of break all that up. Because sometimes it sticks to the side of the pan and the bottom of the pan when it's cooking on the stove. So you guys see I have all that kind of stuck in there still. So I'm just going to scrape it a little bit. ASMR gone bad. If you ask me, my kid says, no, you guys don't know what ASMR is. ASMR is like this. It's like this. Sorry, I'm a little extra. Okay, so we get that all in there. And then we go back to stirring and get it all mixed up. And it takes like a little whipping, so having this metal spatula is probably good because it's slotted. And it kind of is like a whisk. And so you kind of get to whipping it, and you see how it's splattering up a little bit? And that's why we don't fill our bowl or our bucket to the top. You see how it's like a little jelly? That's okay. My awesome husband grill, so we can just go ahead and show you guys real quick what it looks like. So we attach it to the drill. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, he said make sure your battery's charged. And it kind of just spins everything up for us. Just like a painter. So this time around, I have decided to buy another 5-gallon bucket. And I'm going to just pour half of this into one 5-gallon bucket and leave half in this bucket. And then I'm going to whip it up and then add the water to it. And so now we've got that all going and we've got all our ingredients in. This is my experiment. Okay. Lavender. Okay. So that's part of our experiment. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. oh well. It was fun, and like I said, it cost hardly, like pretty much pennies per load to make this. I did discolor our water, but I'm sure our clothes will be fine. So we get our hot water going. Ignore our dirty sink. We are a real life family with dishes, people. Okay? Okay. Here we go. So we have filled this up almost to the brim. One of the ladies here, Ladies Crafting, was concerned about these jellies here. See how it's jelly? Don't worry about that. It's no big deal. Tomorrow it will be real jelly all the way across the bucket. There's going to be gel across the surface. Thank you, honey. Across the surface of this bucket is going to be jelly, and it's going to be like real thick gel. And so that's what the paint stirrer is for. You don't have to use a paint stirrer. In the past, I've just mixed it by hand, but we found that the paint stirrer really makes our life easier, and we really gets the job done faster. So tomorrow we'll take our second 5-gallon bucket, and you need to let this sit at least 24 hours before you stir it, before you use it, before you dilute it. So you have to remember, this is 5 gallons of concentrate. 5 gallons. So we take like an old laundry soap container, and we'll put like 4 cups of this in and 4 cups of water in, to, you know, half water, half this. So that's why it makes 10 gallons of content, or 10 gallons of laundry soap. And so you use like 1/4 of a cup to 1/2 a cup of soap per load. Okay, so 1/2 a cup max. We have an HE. Most people have HEs these days. It's perfectly safe. It's not going to hurt your system. And if you're concerned, just put it in directly on top of your clothes instead of putting it in the dispenser drawer. Okay. The soap itself, see how it's jelly? It's already gelling up. So it wasn't even like that a minute ago. So the soap itself, this is going to break up, and you'll still find chunks when you're doing your laundry. It's no big deal. Just like any other soap. It breaks up, it dissolves when it's in water, and you'll be perfectly fine. So we used the lavender experiment today. I don't recommend doing that until I know for sure that it works and that it doesn't like mold in our soap or anything like that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that we are experimenting today. I'm all about experiments, and my favorite place to experiment is in the kitchen. So if you guys have any questions and need help in the process, let me know. We definitely want to help you be as successful as possible. Like I said, we'll have affiliate links in the description so you guys can buy everything you need directly from Amazon to make your life really simple. And happy laundry. I mean, one thing to last your family, depending on your size family and depending on how often you do laundry. We probably do laundry like 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes more. And I make this like 1 or 2 times a year. And so it's definitely a blessing for our family. It's definitely a money saver. And if you guys like spending your money on vacations or having fun going to amusement parks or whatever, sending your tithes and offering to United Souls, like, you know, that would be a better thing to do than to waste your money on laundry detergent. Plus, laundry detergent has so many chemicals in it. And yeah, we use OxyClean. You can keep that out, and everything else is pretty much pure. Like, you can literally eat borax. And so, and it's soap, you guys. And so, I wouldn't be too worried about it. If you're concerned about chemicals, leave out the OxyClean. We just like that reassurance that I don't have to like go through and stain treat every single item and make sure. But if you do need a stain treat, it's 50-50, half peroxide, half Dawn dish soap, and you put it in a spray bottle and you just spray it directly on the stain, and that fixes it. So like if you're you know, have really excited, adventurous children that come home covered in mud, don't worry about it. Your clothes get clean. And then we use Dawn and vinegar and baking soda for everything. So these products we just already have around our house because we don't use any of the other alternative chemical cleaners. So let us know if you guys have any questions. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. And hit that notification bell because we have more excitement coming your way. It's just this smooth surface. Now we can break the surface, but it's really cool. I have this lid. I mean, like I said, it's kind of dingy looking because we've been doing this for 10 years. This is probably our second bucket in 10 years. So the bucket itself is, with the lid, is around $8, just so you guys know. So when you put the lid on, you want to make sure it's nice and tight. Kind of lift it up to make sure you squeeze out all the air, and you want to make sure the lid's on nice and tight. Now this is heavy, so if you have back issues, you want to find someone to lift this bad boy up for you. So I'll have my amazing handy dandy husband come in and take care of it for me. And so just leave it in a nice cool dry place. I know it's summertime coming in. You know, just if you have a basement or something, put it down there if that's where you do your laundry. But we have like a utility closet where our furnace and water heater is. So I'm just going to stick it in there and then wait at least 24 hours before you take the lid off and you get to whipping it up. So I hope you guys enjoy this and have fun making soap.
As promised, here's our sweet honey.